had a neighbor who continually threatens to file noise complaints against you, but never actually follows through? It's like a never-ending cycle of bluster and empty threats. By the time they threaten you for the 5th time, you start to wonder if they're just trying to intimidate you or if they're really that bothered by you at all. It's a frustrating situation to be in, and you can't help but roll your eyes whenever you hear them huffing and puffing next door. Sometimes it might make you wish that they would either follow through on the threats or just stop making them altogether, because at this point they've lost all credibility. Enter Russia. For every delivery of weapons to Ukraine, there comes a new threat. This time, keep watching and find out. As we explored in our previous video in the series, Ukraine has been begging for Western fighter jets to replace their aging fleet of Soviet equipment. However, due to lengthy training requirements, these are only considered long-term solutions. Poland and Slovakia just stepped up and offered to fill the gap with sorely needed fighter jets. Will it be enough? Slovakia announced they would send MiG-29 aircraft to Kiev, becoming the second nation in NATO to do so after Poland. In total, they have pledged about 20 jets, enough to fill 2 combat-ready squadrons. 1 year after Russia's invasion, Ukraine views additional aircraft as crucial for its defenses and potential counterattacks. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov immediately denounced the statement and in the usual manner claimed that Moscow's special military operation won't be affected by the aircraft, claiming they will simply create more problems for Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. The official continued, "Of course, during the special military operation, all this equipment will be susceptible to destruction, and thus threatened once again to destroy Western equipment anywhere on the road to Kiev." The pledges from Poland and Slovakia are a good step for Ukraine, which has more pilots than aircraft. But will they make a significant impact? According to the Ukrainians, they require F-16 fighters built in the US. But since it would take many months to train Ukrainian pilots to fly Western aircraft, it still seems doubtful that Ukraine will obtain them for the time being. Western military officials continue to be skeptical of contemporary combatants. What we are seeing is Western countries concentrated on assisting Ukraine in winning the ground conflict. Both sides have several air defense systems deployed along the front lines to complicate the air picture for the enemy. Despite having a significantly larger air force than Ukraine's, the Russian Air Force has not been able to take control of the skies as we discussed last year. The MiGs, however, could be a potent gap filler to resupply the Ukrainian Air Force's losses and might be a valuable contribution until Western jets arrive. So, what is the MiG-29 and how good is it? The Mikoyan Gurevich Design Bureau made the MiG-29 in the late 70s to compete with American fighter jets like the F-15 Eagle and the F-16 Fighting Falcon, and it was built as a multi-role fighter. After the demise of the Soviet Union in the early 1990s, the Polish Air Force began using the MiG-29, and it is still an essential part of their air defense system today, but have been largely replaced by the exact jet Ukraine also wants, the F-16. The avionics system is one of the main distinctions between the Polish and Russian MiG-29 models. The Polish variant has upgraded westernized avionics, and the Polish version's improved radar enables the aircraft to scan several targets concurrently and engage them at greater distances. The armament of the MiG consists of air-to-air missiles of Soviet or Russian design, such as the R-73 AA-11 Archer short-range missile and the R-77 AA-12 Adder medium-range missile. It's also capable of transporting rockets, bombs, and air-to-surface missiles for ground assault operations. We have seen the Ukraine jets being adapted to carry Western weapons such as the HARM missile for hunting Russian air defenses. There are now rumors of the AIM-120 AMRAAM also being fitted to jets, and the Polish and Slovakian jets could possibly be easier to modify. If US contractors are indeed able to somehow get the avionics to talk to the AIM-120 missile, we could see the Russian Air Force having more trouble in the near future. Its agility is one of its advantages in dogfights, and it's a notoriously difficult jet to fight at close range. The aircraft can execute a variety of aerial acrobatics and has exceptional maneuverability. At a top speed of more than 1,500 miles per hour, it's also exceedingly quick. Due to its small size, the MiG-29 is difficult for rival aircraft to engage in a duel. The MiG-29 does, however, have certain shortcomings. Its range is one of its biggest weaknesses. The aircraft's limited range prevents it from engaging targets that are far from its base. The amount of upkeep required is another drawback. To keep the MiG-29 operational, extensive maintenance is needed, which can be expensive and time-consuming. In addition, Soviet jets are typically designed to have a robust ground-based command and control system to guide each jet to the right space in the air to be effective. This task has been solved better by Ukraine than the Russians so far. But how long can Ukraine hold their airspace while they wait for Western jets? Will the MiGs be enough to support the upcoming spring offensive? Let us know what you think in the comments below.